So this right here is a $10 keyboard that you can probably purchase off Amazon or your local electronics store. And well, this right here is a Keycode keyboard that costs you $1,000+ and probably an arm and a leg. And it's definitely not within my budget, but if you're a true fan and enthusiast of the custom keyboards, then this is like the holy grail of keyboards. So I don't have a Keycode, but I do have this NJ80 from Keycaps that I built about a month ago, and I've been using it ever since. And as a non-enthusiast, at least for now, I want to give you guys my opinion and thoughts about custom keyboards and let you know if it's actually worth the money to go into the rabbit hole of building your own custom keyboard, or should you just stick with pre-built keyboards or even cheaper keyboards that's out in the market right now. So just like anything else when it comes to custom, disregarding the cost, I think building your own personal custom keyboard is a very unique experience. And I feel like that's the best part about it, right? Knowing that you're the one who picked out the components, you picked out the switches, you picked out the keycaps, you picked out the base of the board that you want, and really putting all that together is an experience like no other. And it's similar to like building your own PC. And if you just go and buy a pre-built product already, it's just not the same experience that you would have if you were to just do everything from scratch. In terms of usability and functionality, having a custom keyboard doesn't automatically allow you to do more things. I mean, you still could be doing exact same task, just with a higher quality keyboard. It's not like building a PC that has like a better graphics card, more RAMs. Maybe you could run games at a higher quality graphics, or you can run it at a faster speed, or you can do video editing and process video faster. It's not like that when it comes to custom keyboard. I mean, I would compare it to like two cars, right? Two cars can still take you from point A to point B. However, one car might be a better experience because now you have navigation, now you have heated seats. You might even have lane assistance when you drive. So that's how it is when you have a custom keyboard. The experience is definitely better, but you're still gonna be doing the same task regardless of the keyboard that you have, whether it be a $10 keyboard or even a $1,000 Keycode keyboard. However, I will say I'm a bit more productive ever since I built my custom keyboard. Now, I don't know if that's a lie I'm trying to tell myself because I spent an X amount of money on this build and I wanna make sure I'm getting my money's worth, right? But to be honest, ever since I built my custom keyboard, typing on this keyboard is so satisfying compared to my keyboard that I had before. And I'm just more inclined to type on this keyboard and I want to type more. And typing out scripts for these videos is just so satisfying, listening to the doc. I don't know, maybe it's just me, but I think other people who have custom keyboards can relate and know the satisfaction they get every time they get to use their board. So I'm more inclined to use my keyboard actually and do work because of the experience that I get. Custom keyboards are typically smaller than your average size keyboards because they don't have the function keys and also the numpad. Now that may be a good thing because it does save you a lot of space on the desk, and especially if you're working with a smaller desk setup, that can be helpful just having a smaller compact keyboard. So if you do need a full-size keyboard with the function keys and the numpad, the custom keyboard route is an option. However, you will be limited to what you can pick and what you can buy in terms of parts and components, since a lot of custom keyboards are typically smaller in the 65% or 75% layout range. Usually with pre-built keyboards, you are limited to one of two options when it comes to the color, and that's either white or black. And with custom keyboards, you have a wider variety of color ranges and also themes that you can use to match your PC desk setup or whatever it is that you're trying to express. You can also buy these artisan keycaps, which can be anything from food, a dragon, or a character you like in a video game. And you can buy these keycaps from an artist that actually creates them and sell them online. And custom keyboards are pretty heavy. I mean, this is a plastic build, so it's not as heavy, but if you have one of those aluminum builds, you can literally use it as a weapon and smash it over someone's head if they were to rob your house right now. Now, if you're a gamer and you want to use a custom keyboard for gaming, it might not be the best option for you out there because pre-built options are actually better for gaming, and custom keyboards are just, I would say they're good, but they're not the best, right? Especially if you're playing sweaty games like I do, when you're playing Valorant or any type of FPS competitive shooter where you need that key to respond within an instant, like even with the lightest tap, then custom keyboard might need some time for you to adjust to, because that's what I needed when I started using my custom keyboard ever since I switched over from a Corsair K70 with the silver speed switches to these tangerine switches, which are great linear switches. However, the actuation force is a little higher, so I need to press down a little harder in order for me to get that response. So if you are a competitive gamer and you want the best performance and you need the fastest response time, then you're probably better off buying one of these pre-builds from these companies instead of just building your own custom keyboard. So those are some things I would consider when you're building a custom keyboard. Also ask yourself, how much money do you want to spend on this custom keyboard? Do you want to spend a lot? Do you want to spend a little? Or do you actually want to use this money towards building a better PC? Maybe you can buy a component that upgrades your PC tremendously. So those are just some things I would consider. Like if I didn't have a really good PC already that I already had built over this past year, then I wouldn't even consider building a custom keyboard. So if you already have a great PC build and a desk setup that you enjoy using, then building a custom keyboard is like the cherry on top. It definitely increases your typing experience. However, it's not a necessity in my opinion. I much rather have an awesome PC than an awesome keyboard that cost me over $1,000, right? I mean, that's a little extreme, but when it comes to keyboard, you could use a budget keyboard. But when it comes to PC, you need to have a good PC to run specific tasks or specific games. So that's it for now. If you did enjoy this video, make sure you smash that thumbs up button. Definitely help with the YouTube algorithm for the channel. And also subscribe down below if you haven't already and you want to see more content in the future. And I'll see all of you in the next video. Peace.